Action.
Welcome everybody to the Pigskin Family Preview, our second installment of this show. Carter, last night, great game, Atlanta, Baltimore. Atlanta pulls it out in the last minute. Got a big win there against the Ravens to move to 7-2. Teams on the bye this week. San Diego, who else has got a bye this week?
Green Bay Packers, Oakland Raiders, and New Orleans Saints.
So 4 teams with bye weeks this week. Let's get right into the games. The first game we're going to look at is the 5-3 Philadelphia Eagles against
The Redskins.
the Redskins from Washington. Who do you think is going to win this game today? Played in Washington, by the way.
You know, I think it's going to be a tough game.
I think so.
I think it's going to be the Redskins.
Whoa, the Redskins coming around. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to pull this one out, but I think it's going to be close. Donovan McNabb, good quarterback for the Redskins. They got to watch out for his passing. Michael Vick for the Philadelphia Eagles leading that team. All right, the next game we're going to look at is the Tennessee Titans at 5-3.
And the Dolphins.
And the Dolphins. What's their record this year, Carter?
4-4, Tennessee Titans 5-3.
They're 5-3. That's right. I think Tennessee's pretty strong. They got a strong running game, but Miami's defense is pretty tough. What do you think?
I was going to say Miami.
You think Miami's going to pull this one out? Miami's at home against Tennessee. Chad Henne leads the Dolphins against Vince Young and the Titans. I think I'll go with Miami as well in that game. All right, next game we have is the Battle of NFC North teams, the 3-5 Minnesota Vikings. Chicago Bears, 5-3. Who do you think's going to win that game?
You know, I think the Vikings are definitely going to win.
You think the Vikings are going to pull a game out against the Bears? It's hard to pick. They've been playing up and down. I also think the Vikings are on a roll. I think they're going to win this one in Chicago. All right, next game we have is the 6-2 New York Jets against...
And Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns. Now, Cleveland's been on a roll. They beat the Patriots last week. And 2 weeks ago, who did they beat? No, they beat the Patriots 2 weeks ago. And last week, they got a stunning win, too. Who did they beat last week, the Browns?
Patriots.
The Patriots? Trying to think. They've won 2 big games in a row. No, they beat New Orleans the week before. That's right. So, New York Jets, Cleveland Browns. Who comes out of this game a winner?
That's going to be a tough one. I think... I'll probably take a moment, but, that's going to be a tough one. I think it's going to be New York Jets.
The New York Jets. Well, I think they could win this. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to pick them because they're on a roll. But I could be wrong. All right, next game we have is a game that no one in the country will watch. The 2-6 Detroit Lions.
Against Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, boy. Neither team is really doing well this year. I don't care who wins this one. Do you?
The Packers actually beat both teams,
right.
But I'm rooting for the Lions.
Okay, Carter's rooting for the Lions. I'm rooting for flipping the channel. So let's go there. Now we've got 2 6-2 teams coming against each other: the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday Night Football. Who do you think's going to win? This is a tough one here.
Oh, Roethlisberger, that's a good idea, and Tom Brady, good.
Good quarterback.
I think it's going to be a tough one. I'm probably going to take a pause, but I don't know who's going to win. I think it's going to be, that's going to be Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Steelers he's picking. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pick Pittsburgh, and I think it's going to be a blowout. I think Pittsburgh's going to win big. All right, next game, St. Louis Rams, 4-4.
And also a bad team, San Francisco 49ers, 2-6.
Yeah, San Francisco's led by Troy Smith, and the Rams are led by Sam Bradford. Carter, who do you think's going to come out of this one? The Rams are on the uptake.
Yeah, they're over the San Francisco, and I'm actually going to root for San Francisco.
Are you? San Francisco could win it. They are at home this week. I think San Francisco's also going to pull out a win, try to save Mike Singletary's job. All right, the next game we have are the 1-7 Dallas Cowboys against
Eli Manning. Yes.
And
My team.
Which team is that?
New York Giants.
What's their record this year?
6-2 against my teacher's team, 1-7.
And who do you think's going to pull the Cowboys-Giants game out? Who's going to win this one?
Definitely New York Giants.
New York Giants
points.
all the way by 17 points. I'm picking Eli Manning and the New York Giants as well. Next game we have are the 5-3 Indianapolis Colts against
Cincinnati Bengals, 2-6.
Oh boy, I tell you, this is a tough game, but Indianapolis is coming off a tough loss this past week. I think Indianapolis is going to win it. What do you think?
As you know, my brother's favorite team, I don't really know, and I think it's going to be actually Peyton Manning's team.
Indianapolis Colts?
Because they both lost, but Peyton almost won, and that's why I'm rooting for Colts.
All right, go Colts. I agree with you on that one. All right, another game that very few people will ever tune into, the Seattle Seahawks 4-4 and the Arizona Cardinals 3-5. Who's going to come out of this one a winner?
That's going to be That's going to be a tough one.
It's a tough game.
They both throw big throws.
Right. Derek Anderson, pretty good quarterback.
We really liked Kurt Warner, and I think it's going to be Kurt Warner. I'm actually going to root for Arizona Cardinals, but it's not Kurt Warner's team. It's actually Derek Anderson.
That's right, Derek Anderson and the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to root for them as well. I think Arizona's going to win that one. All right, next game we have the 1-7 Carolina Panthers
against Tampa Bay Buccaneers
at 5-3. Josh Freeman's team in Tampa Bay. What do you think? Are they going to pull out a win against the woeful Carolina Panthers?
Yes.
Yeah. How long do you think John Fox is going to have his job in Carolina? The coach.
1 year.
1 year, and then it's over. I'll bet, huh? Yeah. I agree. Tampa Bay's going to win that game. All right, next game. This is the toughest one to pick all week, I think.
Yeah.
We got the 4-4 Houston Texans
against an also 4-4 team, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Boy, that's a hard one to pick. I'm going to go with Matt Schaub and company and the Houston Texans winning this one. What do you think, Carter?
You know my team's against you, Jacksonville.
Yeah? You think that's who's going to win it? Jacksonville is the pick for Carter. So we disagree on that one, but we'll have to see on Sunday. All right, next game we have the 5-3 Kansas City Chiefs.
And Denver Broncos, 2-6.
And I think Kansas City is too much for Denver this week. What do you think?
Yep, I am actually going to agree with you.
You're going to agree that Kansas City's going to pull this one out?
Mm-hmm.
I think Matt Castle and folks are going to show Kyle Orton the door and win that game as well. Okay, and I believe that that's the final game that we have on the docket for today. So, for Pigskin Family Preview, he's Carter Feiler, I'm Sean Feiler, and I'm not wearing any pants.
And